I was so glad that we got people together. And, there were lots of tears and lots of hugs. And most of us had not seen it.
So while Rhea Seehorn watched the series finale of Better Call Saul at Bob Odenkirk's house, if you haven't watched it, then you're going to want to turn off the segment right now. Come on, do it. Put down your devices. Walk away. Okay? I'll give you a few more seconds because we are about to talk about the final episode of Better Call Saul.
I lied to the government about Kim Wexler. I fed him a load of BS about her involvement in Howard Hamlin's murder.
Bob Odenkirk told Entertainment Weekly that his first reaction to the script was, "Hooray! My first thought was hooray. You've given him all the feeling and intelligence that he's had this whole time. He's embodying who he is. The best part of himself is coming out finally. I've always felt like he was capable of the choice he makes at the end to acknowledge his own part in this whole thing, and that he's not a victim. I love that he does that."
If he hadn't walked into my office that day, Walter White would have been dead or behind bars within a month.
And he does it because he loves Kim, and he does it because he knows that in the long run, it's a thing that's going to show her that he was always a really good guy, not a broken snake.
86 years.
Rhea says, "I don't think she saw 86 years coming, but I think she knows you just closed your jail cell for a long time by doing this. I think there's a lot of love and a lot of pain, but also a lot of empathy and compassion for I'm glad you made the decision and I'm glad you made it on your own."
With good behavior? Who knows?
She gives him his own agency just as much as she insists that people give her hers. She's like, if I want to find my own agency, then he has to find whatever his truth is himself.
There's an intimacy with the scenes that they have between our characters that's built on how you guys have gotten to know their relationship.
On Jimmy Kimmel Live last night, Rhea says her and Bob were delighted that the show ended on another very quiet moment between their characters.
Bob and I say this all the time. There's the explosive scenes, and they're cool and they're fun and they're challenging and memorable, but the small things, the brushing your teeth together, the watching television together, eating takeout, that's the texture that connects those explosive scenes and makes them real people with a real relationship.
Well, in a very low quality video posted on Twitter the day after the finale aired, Bob told the truth that he doesn't know how he's going to say goodbye to Saul Goodman.
It's frankly hard for me to look at that experience and even at that character too closely. It's too many moving parts and they fit together too beautifully, and it's a mystery to me how it even happened.
But Bob knows who he ultimately has to thank for playing the character across 10 seasons of classic TV.
Thanks for giving us a chance, because we came out of maybe a lot of people's most favorite show ever, and we could have been hated for simply trying to do a show. But we weren't. We were given a chance, and hopefully we made the most of it. Thank you for staying with us. Better Call Saul, closely observed, idiosyncratic story about a very unique guy. A little slow at times, but in the end, if you paid attention, it was about big, big things inside people. And thank you.
On Instagram, Ray also thanked the Better Call Saul fans as well, and also wrote, 0% ready for this, but could not be prouder to share the exquisite ending that Peter Gould wrote and directed. I hope it stirs your heart, your mind, and your soul the way it did mine. I'm still thinking about it. I will be forever grateful to have been part of the epic storytelling of the Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad universe. So in general, it seems like people are pretty satisfied with the final episode. Variety called it brilliant and emotional, and Decider called it touching. Entertainment Weekly did call it frustrating, but The Independent liked the quiet final act. But what did you think of the Better Call Saul final episode?